ready.
That's cool.
Hi. Okay, so today we're going to add proofs to proving triangles congruent. We're actually adding the proofs. Most of this is review. So on this first part, make sure that you ignore the picture and pay more attention to the congruent statement because corresponding parts must match. So like angle S is the first letter, what would it match up to on the other one? G. So make sure you look at the statement, not the picture. Number 7 says triangle R, E, G, so that goes middle, last, first. What would that be congruent to? ATS, good. Triangle ATS. Okay, starting with number 9, you're going to say why the triangles are congruent. You're going to use side, 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 angle, side, angle, angle, side, angle, or RHL. Some of the triangles are not congruent, so you write none. Look at number 10. If triangles share a side, we need to mark it. Look at one triangle at a time. So I would look at this triangle. Notice all I have marked is an angle and a side. Is that enough information?
No.
So you want to say none on that. It is not angle, side, angle because then you're going over to the other triangle. You have to look at one triangle at a time. What was another one? Oh, just because there's a right angle doesn't necessarily mean HL. Why would they be congruent? SAS, side, angle, side. Good. Side, angle, side. Look at 13. What do you think about 13? None. Why? Yeah, spells a bad word. Angle, side, side. Bad word. So that would be a none. Okay. Make sure if they share a side, you mark it. If there's vertical angles, you mark it. And then that's how you decide why the triangles are congruent. Okay, let's move on. Starting with 29 says what additional information do you need to say the triangles are congruent by the given method. So I want you to just mark on the triangles what additional information you need. So like on 29, I want to prove them congruent by angle, side, angle, and right now I have 2 angles. What additional information do I need?
BC, DF.
BC and EF. Do you guys see how it's angle, side, angle now? So you can just mark it on the paper. What about 30? 30 says angle, angle, side. So I already have an angle and a side. What other angle? What else could I mark?
G.
Yeah, I could mark G and J if I wanted. Or I could have marked this top one and this one. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Angle, angle, side. Now 31, we already know we can mark vertical angles. What else do I need to mark for angle, side, angle?
L and P.
L and P, good. Make sure if you already have used one hump, that you use 2 humps the next time. Same with the slashy marks. If you've already used 1 slashy mark, use 2 slashy marks the next time. If they share a side, you can make sure to mark that and then mark whatever else you need. Remember, if it's HL, it's supposed to spell a bad word. So you wouldn't want to mark these 2 sides because that would be side, angle, side. Do you see that?
Yeah.
So you want it to spell a bad word. So then it would be ASS, but it's...
Could we do all 3 sides so you could just go whichever way you wanted?
No.
Well, I mean, like, because you could mark these with 1 and then the middle with 2 and then these with 3.
I'll look at it in a minute. Okay, with proofs. All your proofs today are going to be 3 steps. The first step is always going to be the given. The last step is going to be the reason why the triangles are congruent, like side, 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 angle, side, angle, and so on. Connor, are you guys paying attention?
Yeah.
Okay. So shut your Chromebook, guys. Thanks. Okay, so 3 steps on all the proofs. The first one will always be given. Last one is going to be why the triangles are congruent. Your last statement will always match the proof statement every time. Your reason will be SSS, SAS, AAS, one of those. Okay. The middle step on all of our proofs is either going to be the reflexive property if they share a side, or naming vertical angles if there's vertical angles. So there's 3 steps on all of these. So on this first one, if I'm looking at this, it says given AB is congruent to DC, angle BAC is congruent to DCA. So what would that reason be?
Given.
Yeah.
First step is given every time. When you take your test next week, if you don't at least get the given, I'm just going to cry. Okay, middle step will either be the reflexive property or vertical angles. If they share a side, it's reflexive property because that side equals itself. AC equals CA equals itself reflexive property. If they have vertical angles, then you're going to name your vertical angles and say vertical angles. Now I can look and say, why is triangle ABC congruent to CDA? Why would those triangles be congruent? SAS, side angle side.
This is easy.
Yeah. They're all 3 steps like this. So when you have to write it, when you have to write a whole proof on your own, where are you going to start? Given. So I would start with my given here. Angle P and angle R, right? Angles PS congruent to QR. And I would say given. Step 2 is either going to be vertical angles or reflexive property. What do you think it'd be on this one?
I could not fit all.
Reflexive.
Reflexive, because they share a side. So I'm going to go ahead and mark it. And how would I say that that side equals itself? What would I write?
SQ is congruent to QS.
SQ is congruent to QS. If you said SQ congruent to SQ again, that's fine. Reflexive. Final step on that statement part, you copy this. So whatever is written right there, you copy that. Triangle PQS congruent to triangle RSQ, and then you say why they are congruent. Why are those triangles congruent?
Can you do one more of those with us?
So it's side, 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 side angle side,
HL.
HL, or RHL.
Ms. Brown,
Can you do
Yes.
one more of those when we're doing?
I will do one more.
in the second step is vertical angles.
Well, I'll do one just like I'll do that one. Yeah. Let's do number 3 proof, and then you guys are on your own for the rest.
Oh man.
Okay, because I want to do one with vertical angles. So first of all, though, what's step 1?
Given.
Given. Okay. So I'm going to copy my given. EF congruent to FG. DF congruent to FH. Given. Now on this one, it's not reflexive property because they don't share a side. It's vertical angles. When you name vertical angles, name them with 3 letters. Make sure your middle letter is F in this one. So how could I name the top angle? DFE or EFD, doesn't matter. DFE, just make sure F's in the middle. Congruent to angle, how do I name the bottom one? GFH. And then I would say vertical angles. What do I write on the statement part? The prove part. Yep, just copy that. So triangle DFE congruent to triangle HFG. And then why are those triangles congruent?
Side angle side.
Side angle side. So every single one of these 3 steps. The given part and the last part should be the easiest. The middle part is either vertical angles or reflexive property. Okay, that's it. Thank you.